Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my product inventory for 2020. So this is my starting inventory. I've actually recorded this yesterday quite a few times. I tried to do it the day before that, and then I realized last night after I recorded, after I was already in bed, that I had the incorrect number for one of my categories, because I forgot that I actually don't keep that mascara where it should be, and I keep it with a palette even though it's not open. Long story short, I had to decide I'm just going to refilm this video with correct numbers. So let's get into this. So if I'm going to be looking this way, it's because I actually have my computer right here. I thought that was my soda. Oh my God, I'm so glad it was a closed water bottle, because I have another water bottle. I was like, panic mode. My computer's actually plugged in, so I can't like just hold it like this. I mean, I can, it's just a pain in the ass. So I'm going to be looking this way quite a bit, just because I'm going to be looking down at my computer, at my Excel document, just because it's easier, because I've done everything on Excel. I've created one for Word as well. That's actually printed out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So my document has different categories, like each column's a different category, basically. Not category, but like section of my document. So I have product in inventory, which goes January, March, June, September, and December. I have my goal, and then I have how many I'm away from my goal. So I have obviously January, March, June, September, and December. So before I get into this whole how many products I have and everything, I just want to let you guys know that my collection is a little ridiculous. Like a lot of ridiculous. Sorry guys, I had to fix my stock. My stock is like keep falling down. You don't need this many products in your collection. I want to get down to more of a, not a minimalist collection, but kind of a minimalist collection. I basically want to get back down to my roots. So in high school, I used to I should have grabbed the makeup bag. Every time I go to film this, I forget it. But we're just going to use this one right here. I used to literally, actually, did I even use a makeup bag? There's a chance I just used a cup. In high school, I basically had less than what would have fit in here. In college, I had about what would have fit in here. My junior year of college, I don't know where that tote bag is. That little baggie is, though. Basically, the large cosmetic bag from Vera Bradley is what I used for my makeup. For my junior year of college, that's when I started getting into more makeup. And then once I graduated college, is when I really got into makeup. So, and in the past few months, it's been even worse. So, yeah, there's that. Also, my numbers, even though I'm filming this, sorry guys, I'm like really itchy. I was like with my dog earlier. We actually just got back from the vet. To find out she has a really bad ear infection. So, she's fine, other than, you know, her being in a lot of pain from her ears, which hopefully the vet cleared out quite a bit. But there's always that, so I'm a little bit all over the place right now. So I'm itchy. My eye is like, if you guys are like wondering why this eye might be a little bit bloodshot, it's because I have allergies. I took some allergy medicine, and it takes a while to kick in because I am allergic to my dog. I usually don't have issues with her unless we go to the vet clinic because of all the other dogs, and there was a few other dogs there, so yeah. What else? Okay, so these numbers, even though I'm filming this on January 28th, you guys will see this tomorrow on the 29th. I'm actually get ready to schedule this up right after I film it. But these numbers do not include anything I've received in my Ipsy Glam Bags, my BoxyCharm for January, my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus for January, Ipsy also January, or my December Boxy Luxe. And I say December Boxy Luxe because I received that in January, so I kind of consider that more as a January thing. So those numbers will be reflected in January. Not my January numbers, in my March numbers when I redo this, because I'm going to do this quarterly, I think. I'm going to go through my collection quarterly. There may be a video, there may not be a video, just because I am filming this pretty late in the month. I wanted to have this done and up within the first week of January. That clearly did not happen. Life happens, everything else happens, but I'm pretty much on a consistent schedule, though, pretty much. Since the beginning of January. I think maybe I missed a week, and that's probably what happened. But, oh my goodness. I'm gonna knock over my other drink too. I have another bottle that's like literally like this because I have a reusable straw in it. And I can't. Yeah, I almost knocked that over twice. But let's go ahead and get into this. And then, like I said, it does not include anything I received in my Ipsies, any subscription boxes for this month, any of my add-ons I received in subscription boxes. So let's get on into this. And it does not include anything I've decluttered prior to. It doesn't include any declutters from last year either, because I did the small declutters, just some small declutters. I did try to film them, but I didn't have a tripod then. Now I have a tripod, so I can, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to look down here this way, because I have everything on my computer. Right here, I have my MacBook here, because, why not? Just kidding. I hate Windows, actually. I have a lot of problems with Windows. So maybe I can just, without showing you guys all these stuffed animals on my bed. Maybe? No, this might work, actually. I need a little tiny tripod is what I need to eventually get. But let's go ahead and get into this. So, for my primers, these are all my face primers. I have 43 face primers. My goal is 6, and I'm 37 away from my goal. I have a lot of little sample trial size ones that I can probably whip out pretty quickly. So, I just need to, use up the full size ones I have open. Then start rotating in the little smaller ones. And then I can go back to the full ones. That's pretty much what I'm doing with my collection right now, is trying to use up smaller products. So, foundation, I have 53. My goal is 8. I am over by 43. A lot of my products, I should say from the beginning, a lot of them, I do have a lot of sample size products or like smaller mini versions of it. That's pretty much it, especially when we get down to my mascaras. That's pretty much it. Like I have a lot of smaller products because of subscription boxes. And of receiving samples, like I would literally just place Ulta Sephora orders for free just with purchase. When they would do the big bags, yeah. Don't judge me. I stopped doing that now. But I used to do that. Literally would just place an order for that reason. Concealer, I have 13. I want to get down to 3. I don't really use concealer. I think 3 is sufficient for me. I have been using it to like carve out my brows a little bit more. I also use concealer, like, I don't do it under my eyes. It always looks cakey because I do what everybody else does, and I do, like, my foundation and then my concealer. And I used to do concealer, then foundation a few years ago, and that worked out best for me, but I give up on concealer. I, like, will conceal a blemish, something. I put it on my nose right here because I have a really bad breakout. I don't know what's going on with that. I can't get rid of that. But I do put it on my legs. So if you guys do not know, I had surgery last year on my calf and on my ankle. I could care less about the ankle surgery one. I've had that scar for years. A scar there. Luckily, I have an amazing orthopedic. I actually get to see him tomorrow. Yay me. Because I'm having some issues with my muscle. But that's just because I had surgery on my muscle. But he always goes in the same next spot every single time. So I don't worry about that. It actually, like, lines up, so you have, like, a little indent like this without having to, like, lift my foot all the way up in there. You have a ball, basically what's considered a ball in your ankle, so he goes along there, so it blends right in. But I have a scar on my calf, and I'm very self-conscious about that, so I actually put concealer on my leg in the summertime. So I basically literally went out and bought concealer for my leg last year, so I didn't have to wear jeans all summer, because I mean, I know it's there. Other people aren't going to know it's there, but I know it's there, so I'm very self-conscious about that. So I had to conceal it for my own self. So, setting powder. I have 17 right now. I want to get down to about 3. Again, I'm not too picky. I just basically need a travel size one or even if I get down to 2, I can easily get down to 2. But I doxed it a lot, so a lot of these numbers might seem a little bit crazy because I do need a travel size. I need a travel size in a lot of these products because it's easier to pack, like, I don't even have a tiny makeup bag. It's easier to pack a makeup bag this big than it is to pack a makeup bag this big. So, that's what that is. So for me, travel size products are amazing. So I want to have a backup, obviously. I always want to make sure I have one. A regular one and then a travel size one. So there's that. Setting sprays, I have 36. I want to get down to, I can't even read these lines. I want to get down to 3. I don't need too many. Setting powders, I'm over by 14. Setting sprays, I have 36. I want to get down to 4. which seems a little bit like a lot, but I just only need MAC Fix Plus and we're content. I am over by 32 currently. I've been getting a lot of setting sprays in my subscription boxes lately, so that's no surprise. Highlighter. This is no surprise that my number is pretty high. I love highlighter. I am not afraid to admit that I love a highlight. I usually wear more than one highlighter. Lately, I've only been reaching for one at a time, which is weird. I usually wear more than one highlighter. But I have 80 right now. I technically have 81, but one's broken and I never fixed it. And I actually have no idea where it is now. Like, it broke. It was a really pretty shade, too. And I don't know where it is, so technically, I have one who just messaged me. Oh, I think my phone wants me to use it. Oh, well. I want to get down to 20. I think that's a good enough number for me. I love highlighter, so there's that. I'm over by 60, obviously. Blush, for somebody who barely wears blush, I have 54 blushes. I want to get down to 5. I think 5 is a pretty decent number for me. It's still a lot, but still. I'm over by 49. Bronzers, I currently have 27. I want to get down to 7. I'm over by 20. Face palettes, I barely reach your face palettes, so these numbers kind of seem like a lot. But I currently have 28. I think I've reached for maybe 2 or 3 face palettes in my collection. Except for when I do, like, I know I'm going on a trip, so then I do grab my one highlighting palette. I have 28. I don't know if I said that. I have 28. I want to get down to 15, which I really could just live with 2 of the ones that I use the most, maybe 3. But I do have a lot, so I kind of want to keep that number kind of, like, just basically just cut it in half almost. I'm over by 13. Brow products, I have 36. I really only need 6 products, so I'm over by 30. I pretty much just need a brow powder, a brow gel, and maybe a brow primer. I don't really reach for a brow primer too often. Like, if it's one of those lazy days and I really just want to do my brows and mascara, which very rarely happens. Actually, I did it one time in the past month, and it was to go to the gym. Because my brows, like, I messed up my brows last time I went to go do my brows. Because I do my own brows, and then once in a while I'll get them waxed, which is more like once a year I'll get them waxed. Because I just go to Macy's and get them done from the Benefit Brow Bar, because it's free the week of your birthday. Yeah, I just don't know if you guys knew that or not. So I do them in between myself, and I kind of went a little bit too much around, like, here. So I did need to do them for the gym, but I really only need the base products. I mean, I've had this one brow powder for quite a while, and by quite a while, I mean, I've had it for more than about 6 months, and, like, you can see how much I've used. Like, I'm still got quite a bit of this darker shade left. So it'll last me a long time. So I'm over by 30. I keep forgetting if I say the number that I'm over by. Single shadows, I have 98. I'm over by 30. I want a goal of 30. I'm over by 36. And single shadows also include cream, liquid, stick shadows, pressed, and loose shadows. Or loose pigments as well. So I want to get that down. I don't really reach for a lot of those. I got a lot of those in subscription boxes, so that's obviously going to go up somehow. Unless I declutter. Eyeshadow palettes. So I currently have 89 palettes in my collection. I have a goal of between 60 to 100 palettes. So I had to do this in 2 different lines because I couldn't figure out how else to do this. So because I do have a goal in between goal, I am either over by 29 or I'm under by 11. Now, I picked 60 to 100 because I really do like eyeshadow palettes, but I know there's quite a few I can just get rid of with no problem whatsoever, which this year I'm going to be working on going through all my palettes and figure out which ones I like, which ones I don't like, and when you own 89, is only 52 weeks in the year, it's kind of a little bit harder, but I know which ones I keep reaching for, so I'm actually going to be doing a palette a week type situation where I just need to play with the palette, even if I literally just wear eyeshadow that day. Eye primer, I have 7. I only really need 1. I really don't wear eye primer that often. So it's something I really don't need. So I'm over by 6 currently because I only need 1. And I don't even honestly know the last time I wore eye primer. I did wear, what is it? Glitter glue on my eyes for my New Year's look. That was pretty much it. I also, I did do a cut. I don't know if you can kind of see it. Mine's kind of got messed up. I had to redo mine after the vet because this one's definitely gone. I did a cut crease, but obviously with having to use concealer. But I don't really reach for eyeshadow primer anymore. I used to, but I stopped reaching for it. Lash primer, I currently have 4, which isn't too bad because you think 4, you have 1 per every 3 months. Again, it's something I don't really reach for that often, so I only really need 1. I'm over mine by 3. Mascara, I currently have 42 mascaras. I can tell you only about 10 of those are full size, if even that. Okay, maybe a little bit more. I don't know, honestly, off the top of my head. But I do have quite a few that are full size. So, a lot of them are mostly minis. Same with the lash primer. I only have 1 that's full size. The rest are all minis. So, I want to get down to, actually, I think I'm going to change this number. I think I want to get it down to 6. And that it can include, it used to be 5, so I only upped it by 1. So, I'm over by 36 currently. I haven't really set a number for that one. I'm still kind of deciding. Because I do really like the Tarte Maneater mascara. That's a favorite. So I'd rather have 1 in each size. It says 2 right there. The Lash Paint by Tarte is another one. So I have 3 right there alone. And the Gifted, so that's 4. And then that gives me 2 other ones to play with. And I do like to have more than 1 mascara at a time. It's just something I prefer for myself. So there's that. Let's see. Eyeliner. Now I have only worn eyeliner 1 time in the past I feel like I'm weird, but there's like stuff on my bed, so I'm trying to hide it. Like, I feel like I'm sitting weird. Oh, my arm is itchy too. There we go, that's a little bit better. I don't really wear eyeliner. I wore it once recently, and that was pretty much it. I actually wore 2 that day. I went in with like a brightening one and the one with a regular one over on top of that. But I have 58 eyeliners. This includes gel, liquid, and I have, liquid, pencil, even like the twist up ones. And then I have gel pot, like the clay pots from Tarte. So I have 2 of those actually. And I want to get down to 5. I don't really wear eyeliner, so I'm figuring like a black one, maybe my clay pot one, a colorful one. I like purple ones. So a purple one, and then 2 other ones. I don't know yet. So I'm over by 53. I can easily declutter this. I'm actually pretty close to finishing up a few of them. Lashes. I currently have 5. I have my goal in as 5, but my goal isn't really 5. I don't really have a goal for my lashes, but so I just threw a number in there. So, yeah. So I'm even. Lash glue. I currently have 2. I might be decluttering 1. I don't know yet. We'll see. But my goal is 1 because I only really need 1. I don't really wear lashes too often, but I do like to have them. So I'm over by 1, but again, I might be decluttering this 1. I don't know yet. We'll see. Lip products. I have so many lip products right now. I've had to literally recount this one so many times, this category. I currently have, oh my goodness, 392 lip products. Now, my lip products include multiple different things. They include liquid lipstick, bullet lipstick, gloss, liner, balm, or chapstick, crayons, or like pencils, I guess you can say, like the thicker things that are like actual lipstick, treatments, primer, oil, lip sleeping mask, and lip scrubs. So this number might also not be correct. I don't know because I don't have every single one that is in my collection on here because, your girl ain't the brightest all the time. Just kidding. I just forgot to Like, I leave some in my car. Like, I'm actually currently missing a chapstick. So I did include it because I do know I own it, but I think it's in my car somewhere. So there's a chance this number might actually not be correct. So while that number seems very high, it actually isn't that high. I don't know. I don't think it's high. Because I do include every little part of my thing. I originally had these all separated, but it was just way too ridiculous. So there's that. And I'm currently over by 292. And then I have one more category, which is my others. So this includes, I have a glitter glue that I bought from Target. I haven't returned it yet, so I don't have that on. So I have it on there for right now. I might keep it. I still have yet to decide if I really want to keep it, because I really only need it one day of the year, if even that. So I do, and I have a little sample I got from Sephora. They gave me a little sample of it. I said, hey, what's the cheapest glitter glue you had? And then without me having to ask for a sample, they kind of offered me one, which was what I should have just done on the first day. They're like, hey, can I have a sample of glitter glue? But they gave me a sample because I really only just needed it for New Year's. So there's that. And then I'm going to buy the one from NYX. And then I have another product that I actually usually, whenever I talk about this one, I just pull it out because it's easier to pull it out than to show you, than to not. So I have this. I bought this for Halloween. It's just, I bought it because I was going to be a cat. So I was going to like literally just do my nose black. And it was just easier than doing eyeliner all over my nose. And I was going to do whiskers with eyeliner. So my grandmother actually picked this up for me. So this is my other category because it's more like a face paint. But I don't know what to label it as because it does say black cream makeup. You guys can see I totally paid $1 because we bought it from Walmart. It's actually only good for 3 months. That's good to know. I think I didn't open it then. But I keep this just in case I want to use it for next year. So there's that. But so that I don't really have a set thing either. So I pretty much do the same next thing I do as with my lashes. Where if I have... So for my lashes, it's whatever I have in my collection. This one is also whatever I have in my collection. So it says 2. I'm over by none. And also under by none. So I currently have 1,086 products in my collection. My goal of my collection is between 288 to 328. Because I do have that range of eyeshadow palettes that I really need to find a better range for. But that's pretty much it. Because I do know I'm going to be getting eyeshadow palettes from my Ipsy bag. I do know that I picked for February. I did pick a palette for my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. And I think I'm getting... And I did order some more palettes this month. So they should be coming in pretty soon. But, so I am over in my collection of my goal, I should say, by 798 781 to 798 is what I'm over by. Because again, I do have that range. So one category I'm over in, one category I am under in. Sorry, my straps are driving me crazy. It keeps getting intertwined. That's pretty much it. And I was trying to make this video as short and sweet as I could, but it was kind of impossible no matter how many times I recorded it. It just gets long every time. It's over 20 minutes every time. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I will be doing this quarterly, at least on my computer. I might not do it quarterly, every single one for you guys to see. I might just do one in June. We'll see how much, actually, we'll see. If I need a video to fill up some space, I'll, like, a day, maybe I'll do it. Because I actually do keep track. And I consider it my, actually, is it labeled? It is actually labeled YouTube. So in my YouTube binder, as I call it, I do keep, well, this is also my project panning and everything like that. In here, I do have, like, all my, what I've gotten rid of, like, the cluttered, and what I've kept so far, and what I've used up and stuff like that as well. Not kept, but, like, what I've decluttered and used up goes in there, and what I've brought in as well. So that all goes in there. I try to keep it, again, short and sweet with my list so I can easily just go in, click something, and be done. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!